Action.
As in, hey, I'm not to spot us.
Action.
Oh. A Merry Christmas to you, family, and a prosperous New Year. I pray that may this season be filled with laughter and joy for you, even as you celebrate this season. We want to appreciate you as being part of our community. As we celebrate this joy, this love, and the magic of this special season, we want to take this moment to express our profound and heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your support, your engagement, and your encouragement means the world to us. In fact, on behalf of myself and the team of SFSS, we are honored to have you as part of our social and our YouTube community and family. May this season bring you peace. May it bring you happiness. May it bring you time with even loved ones. And we also want to thank you for being part of this incredible journey. We look forward to sharing more content with you even in this Christmas season. Much love from Godwin Freeman. A Merry Christmas to you once again and a prosperous New Year. I want to encourage you to continue to join this community of healthy life, wealthy relationships by subscribing to this YouTube channel and also share our content and our videos with your friends and your loved ones. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, like our videos, and also be a part of this family by leaving your comment in the comment section. So because we are in the Christmas season, I deemed it a great honor to share little nuggets from this year to you. Some advices and lessons that I've learned throughout this year, and also how it applies to even this Christmas season that we find ourselves in. So these keys are actually lessons from this year and how it actually influences our Christmas season and our Christmas time together, as it's a time of bonding, it's a time of friendship, it's a time of reunion for a lot of people. Relationships are the reason why we celebrate Christmas. That is why the thought of Christmas brings joy. The thought of Christmas brings happiness. The thought of Christmas brings excitement because we know it is all about relationships. So when I do a self-reflection from the month of January up to this month of December, these are some few keys and lessons I've learned I want to share with you. The first of a kind is learning to examine my shortcomings throughout this year and making active steps to correct them. I always say that if there is anything you can do for yourself, it is not for you to lie to yourself. If even you are going to lie to others, you don't have to lie to yourself. You need to be very honest with yourself. You need to take a reflection from all the incidences and the events that has taken place this year and ask yourself what you can do to correct them. Some of them may be feedbacks and comments that your friends and your loved ones have passed on to you, talking about things that you need to be mindful of, some of your actions, your inactions, and your reactions. And these are things that in this Christmas season and this Christmas period, you need to take a time out and reflect on them and see how you can actually bring things into perspective. So ask yourself this year, what has been some goals that you were not able to achieve? What has been that vision that you were not able to fulfill? What has been that character flaw that people talk about all the time that you know you need to work on and work at? However, you are not even working on them. What has been some of the reactions you have received from certain life experiences you have had in this year? And what lessons have you even learned from it? Even if it was a relationship failure, even if it was a heartbreak issue, what are some of the lessons you have learned from all these experiences that you are going to learn and make sure that you don't repeat the same mistakes in the coming year? So you need to really be mindful of yourself, your actions and your inactions, and examine all of these and find solutions to all of them. The worst thing you can actually do is to rubbish the genuine concerns of your friends, of your loved ones, of those who actually care for you. They are not critics if they are telling you the honest truth. And like I always say, if your friend or your parents or your boss are repeatedly saying one same thing about a character flaw or an issue you have with yourself that you need to be mindful of, and these people have not actually connived to come and tell you this, then I think it is something you need to pay attention to. And especially in this Christmas season, it is time for you to take a time out and tap out of all the busyness of life and whatnot and pay attention to the goals that were not achieved, the character flaw you need to work on, and all of that. For me, I've realized that this year I was not able to save and invest a lot in terms of my financial journey. And I think it is something that I have paid attention to, and I'm being hopeful that in the next year to come, I'm really going to pay attention to that. I don't know what it might be for you. The second thing about my shortcomings this year is that I think I've not been honest enough to my friends and my loved ones and my family. Because of my temperament, because I'm a melancholy, I am very attuned and in tune with emotions a lot. So sometimes speaking the truth blatantly can be very difficult for me because I don't want to hurt the feeling of the other person. I don't know how they are going to take whatever I want to share with them. So because of that, I bat around white lies and trying to sugarcoat things because I don't want to be honest with them. And it is something that is a shortcoming for me this year that I think I need to be mindful of that. The next thing that has been a shortcoming for me is that I've been hard on my kid brother. Yes, and he's here watching me and listening to me. I've been hard on him because of our temperamental differences, because I'm a perfectionist and I want things in a certain kind of way, or I realize that he's exactly opposite from me. So sometimes there is that banter because I've placed my thing a certain way and I want it to be the way it was when I come to meet it, but I'll come and it has been shifted. He doesn't care about his environment. He's just living a carefree life. Sometimes he can tell me that, God, you are too serious. God, you are too critical. You pay too much attention to the nitty-gritties, and sometimes it can be very depressing and anxious, which is true. So I've received a little feedback from those things, and I believe that for me to be able to work with people, for me to be able to be at peace with everyone, then I think I need to work on this perfectionism and learn to relate with people a lot. One of my shortcomings this year has also been the fact that I have prioritized work and purpose over relationships. And one of my brothers will always badge me that, God, you are always studying your books, you are always indoors, you don't even come out and have fun, you don't come out and play with your friends and loved ones and all of that. And I think it is true. I know purpose is good, it is good to work and all, but if you do that at the expense of relationships and friends and loved ones, you wake up one day and realize that there is no one to be found, there is no one to gel with, there is no one to have fun with, there is no one to play with and all. So yes, I need to learn to balance work life and also my relationship and my social life. Then finally this year, one of my shortcomings has been the fact that I have not actually been able to articulate my goals and my vision in terms of short term, middle term and long term. As a result of that, learning to measure my results has become very difficult for me this year because I can't actually tell whether I'm making progress or not because I've not documented my goals and my visions in the short term, in the middle term and also in the long term. So these are some few shortcomings of mine that I've identified, and I believe that if I work on them, it can actually yield and produce results for me. And I believe that there are a lot of things that if you also do a self-reflection and retrospection, you can also learn, taking feedback from people around you and all, and you can actually get the best in this season, in this Christmas season, and also in the subsequent years to come. The next lesson I've learned in this year that I believe can actually help us in this festive season is to learn to practice the art of gratitude and to appreciate relationships. I've come to appreciate the fact that people do things they do for you not because they have to, but because they want to. Because they have a choice. They can decide to or not to. Even if you are paying them to do it, it is still a choice. They can decide to do it for you or not. I hope you understand me. So it has been a season of appreciation for me because I've come to understand that appreciation always breeds production. Appreciation always breeds production. The more you appreciate people, the more you are grateful for even the little things they do for you, the more they learn to even decide or go out of their way or stretch to do the bigger things for you. I remember the beginning of this year, I decided to gift my landlord a very powerful gift. And for the first, she was grateful, she was thankful and all. And for the first time, she prepared food and she called me to ask me whether I wanted to eat some of the food. And that was the first time. I stayed with her for almost up to a year. And that was the first time she was asking me if I wanted to eat. You see, the reason why I saw that gesture of she inviting me over to eat her food is just because of that act of appreciation via gift or through gifts I gave to her. So in this season, you need to master the art of appreciation. You need to understand that you are where you are because of people. You are where you are now because someone commended you, someone recommended you, someone connected you, someone loved you, someone gifted you, someone helped you. You are where you are today because of people. You are where you are today because of relationships. So in this season, it's an opportunity for you to learn and master the art of gratitude. Make a list of all the people who have been a blessing to you this year. Call some of them to appreciate them. Text some of them to appreciate them. Send some gifts. It can be in cash, it can be in kind, it can be in airtime and whatnot. All of these are simple gestures and ways you can actually appreciate people who have been a blessing to you. I wouldn't have been here if not for people who believed in me. I wouldn't have been behind the camera talking to you today if it wasn't for people who trusted me with their resources, with their money, with their lives, with their confidence, with their time, with their emotions. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for them. That is why this season is a season of appreciation and gratitude for me, because I am where I am because of these people. The next lesson I've learned throughout this year that can actually help us in this Christmas or festive season is to learn to release forgiveness to people. Learn to release forgiveness to people. For me, this year has been one of the toughest season and year for me, because I've actually had a lot of experiences, bad and negative ones, in this year. I've been backlashed, I've been maligned, I've been misunderstood. Oh my goodness, I've been hurt. People have offended me, said things behind my back later I found out was not true, and all of that. But you see, I've come to understand that I don't want to imprison people in my heart. I don't want to keep people in my heart of hearts. I don't want to drink poison and expect someone else to die. No. So my releasing forgiveness is not even for them first, but for me. I am the direct recipient of my act of forgiveness. I am the direct beneficiary of my act of forgiveness, because I can't drink poison and expect the other person to die. So forgiveness has been a big deal for me, and I understand the reason why forgiveness is easier for me to practice is because I know that as humans as we are flawed. I know that as humans as we are frailed. We come with frailties. That is what humanity actually does. So it is not to say that I have trust issues with people. It is only to say that I give people the benefit of the doubt, because I know that yes, one way or the other they are going to offend you. They may not mean to, but eventually they may. So because of that, I don't put so much expectation and trust and hope on people, so that when they don't come through for me, I am disappointed. No. So if there's anything I've learned this year, it is to learn to release forgiveness to people. It is to understand that two wrongs doesn't make a right. If you understand people's perspectives, if you understand where they are coming from, trust me, you may learn to appreciate who they are. And sometimes when they offend you, you will be able to easily forgive them, because you know that we are humans and we are bound to omit, we are bound to commit. So two wrongs will never make a right. The best solution to an issue that has happened, to an incident that has happened, is to release forgiveness to others, so that you don't keep them in your heart. So just make a reflection of people who have offended you this year. Some people you vow not to speak to them again. Some people you vow not to call them again. Some people you vow not to text them again. But I want you to use this season and this opportunity to reconnect with these people, to call them and let them know that whatever the issue is, let's bury their hatchet. Because we are celebrating Christmas, because it's a festive season for us. So we don't want to take all these offenses and bitterness into the next year. So what do? Let's bury the hatchet. Let's go out on a date. Let's go and have fun. Let's go out on a tour. Let's go and watch a movie together. Let's go and watch a show together. And let's use all these things to enjoy this season we find ourselves in. So you need to understand that you can only overcome evil with good. You don't overcome evil with evil, because two wrongs doesn't make a right. The next lesson I've learned in this year that can actually help us in this festive season we find ourselves in is learning to be around to lift people up. Learning to be around to lift people up. Unfortunately, when we talk about helping people, we are always thinking about money. When we talk about lifting people, we are always talking about money. You may ask me, God, if I don't have money, how will I be around people? How will I be able to help people? The truth of the matter is that there are a lot of invaluable elements that you can actually give to others that they will greatly appreciate you for. And it may not be money. For example, for all of you who have been blessed by this content we share on social media, on YouTube, you have not met me before, I have not given you any cash before, but you are constantly being blessed with the content. Why? Because that is my way of also blessing you. That is my way of also uplifting you by sharing this relationship content with you, by giving you these advices that is actually helping your life and your romantic relationships and your general relationships around you. That is the way I am also contributing to society. That is the way I am also contributing to humanity. That is the way I am also contributing to my friends and my loved ones and those who are close to me. So I might not have given you money, cash, paper. However, my wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding I've acquired that I'm sharing with you is actually going a long way to help you. So this is a season for you to decide to be around people, for you to decide to uplift people. Just a word of encouragement can go a long way to help others. They may say that Master Godwin, that's why we are not interested in any words of encouragement. Send them money. But I'm being very honest with you. If you can find the right content, if you can find the right words to share with someone, you can lift them out of their brokenness. You can lift them out of their depression. You can lift them out of their anxiety. It only takes a word or two and takes a little bit of thoughtfulness to understand the person's situation and where they are at right now in this Christmas season. Don't assume that everyone is excited because we are in the Christmas season. Don't assume that everyone is happy because we are in the Christmas season. No, some are actually struggling. They just need a word of encouragement from you. They just need that care from you. Some need your attention. So you see, it is not all about money. It is not all about the resources. Sometimes it's your emotions. Sometimes it's your thoughtfulness. Sometimes it's your care. Sometimes it's your words of encouragement. So you need to be in this season. Learn to be the reason why people are smiling. Learn to put smiles on the face of people. Learn to be the reason why someone has achieved something great. Learn to be the reason why someone is alive. Learn to be the reason why someone is even living this life because they know they can tie everything back to you. That day you helped them. That day you uplifted them. That day you blessed them. And to me, I think that is one of the greatest fulfillments you can actually have in life and in this festive season. That you can put smiles on the face of people in your own small way. When you look at even the time of Jesus, when he was able to multiply the fishes and the loaves of bread, everyone was trying to hoard and hide what they had because they thought it was not enough to feed 5,000 people. But one little boy brought his lunch to Jesus Christ and his disciples, and out of that little bread and fish, Jesus was able to multiply it to feed a wide range of people. So what is the moral in this saga? You may have something small. You may think it may be insignificant compared to what people actually need or what the world is demanding for. But how well are you even distributing or giving that little thing you have out to be a blessing to others? So in this season, don't only be concerned about money. Don't only be concerned about resources. Be also concerned about the little you have that you can give. That care, that attention, that affection, that words of encouragement that can lift someone up. And of course, if you have the means financially, go all out and put smiles on the face of people. Be the reason why someone can chew chicken in this Christmas season. Be the reason why someone can eat rice in this Christmas season. Be the reason why someone will be taken out on a date or to go and have fun or to go and have a tour just because you decided to sponsor and help people. So let that be your motive. Let that be your encouragement or your motivation within this Christmas season. Finally, the last lesson I'll leave you with is learn to celebrate people. You need to learn to celebrate people in this Christmas season. You see, your test of loyalty is not only seen when people are dejected, when people have failed, or when your friends are actually going through a hard time. Sometimes the test of your loyalty is actually seen in how you celebrate with them when they are successful, how you are celebrating with them when they have made it. And me, for as an individual, sometimes it becomes tough. It is easy for me to be with someone or to be around my friends or my loved ones just because they are going through a hard time. It is not easy. It is not difficult for me to do that. But what is more tougher is for me to learn to be around them and to celebrate with them when they have made it and they've succeeded without any sense of guilt, any sense of shame, any sense of envy and jealousy. It is sometimes very tough. I'm being very vulnerable and honest with you. I don't know for you, but for me, sometimes it's tough because I ask myself a lot of questions that, so what have I achieved? So does it mean I'm failing in life? Does it mean I'm not doing a lot in life? But it always reminds me of the fact that life is in phases, men are in sizes. Our lives and destinies are customized. So I can't compare my life by what others are doing. I can be inspired by them, I can be motivated by them, but I'm also unique and original in my own small way. So I don't allow people's successes to actually stray me off, or I don't allow people's successes to make me see myself as less significant or less important. So one of the the last lesson I want to leave with you is learn to be loyal to celebrate your friends when they have made it, when they are successful. Learn to celebrate with them in this festive season. Don't isolate yourself from relationships, thinking that you are the only one who is dejected, you are the only one who needs help, you are the only one people must attend to. No, learn to be around your friends and people to celebrate with them in this season. If there's any iota of envy and jealousy that creeps in your heart just because you feel your friends are going ahead of you, maybe they bought a car, maybe they own a house of their own, maybe their business is booming, or they have a lot of followers or likes and subscribers on social media and all of that, instead of you to be envious and be seeing yourself as less significant and important, no, rather use this opportunity to celebrate with them, because like they popularly say, if God has blessed someone in your neighborhood, that means that God is in that neighborhood, and very soon it is also going to be your turn. So learn to celebrate with people. And finally, I again want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and a happy New Year. May this year be filled with laughter, with joy and excitement for you. I want to thank you for being a part of this community, to always be broadcasting these messages, sharing these messages, and also inviting your friends on this page and this channel to see the good things that we are doing on this page. I want to say kudos to you, thumbs up to you. I want to appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave your comments in your comment section. Let me know some of the life lessons you have learned throughout this year period when it comes to some life lessons in this journey and how it is actually impacting you in this Christmas season. Godwin Freeman here again. I'll meet you again. Bye.
Islam on the